I think one of the most important things to understand about the residency program is that there might not be a better place in the country literally to come if you know you excel in a small learning environment. With our geography being 3 hours or so away from other pediatric service lines and covering 2/3 of the state of Kansas, which is about 1.2 million people, we are a community-based small program that offers a tertiary care academic clinical experience.
I feel like we have really great resident and faculty interactions. We work with them very, very closely. They are always there and available and ready to help if we need anything or have questions. All of our residents do a quality improvement project as well during their first, second, and third years of residency. And so that's been a really great way to get residents involved in not only quality improvement in our clinic, but also within our hospitals and our communities.
When I was coming to Wichita for my interview, I talked to one of the ladies sitting next to me in my flight, and I asked her to sum up how Wichita is. She said, Wichita is probably a diamond in the rough. And when I look back on my 3 months here, from the time I did my interview to the time I've matched and I'm working here, I feel that was true.
Being on NPICUs, being as an intensive rotation, you would need that little kind of nudge in the back, make sure that you can run to if you need help, that is. So it's nice to have that there, but they're always kind of in the background picture. If you need them, they're right there.
Even though we don't have fellows, and some people may think that is a drawback, but I actually seen it being an advantage because it gives me that access to the faculty that really the fellow would be in place of, and actually in many circumstances you're acting more like a fellow.
So we have a great team here. I mean, Twee is one of our researchers on here that kind of guides us through things. We have faculty who are excellent in researching and love to help out a lot, and they will devote time to just sit down and tell you what needs to be done or what's the process of getting a research or a QI project going.
Because wellness is so important for not only residents, but for physicians in general. We have actually incorporated a wellness program into our didactic sessions as well as just into our residency program in general. And so we actually meet multiple times outside of the residency to all get together and have fun, whether it's at somebody's house or somewhere out in the community.
We have a solid amount of specialists here, and what's really cool is we don't have any of the fellowships actually here, just the specialists. So we get to care for their patients on a daily basis and get to see all the different cardiovascular problems, genetic problems, GI problems, and oftentimes our heme-oncers we'll see on the floor pretty frequently. So it's cool in that aspect in that we get to see a huge spectrum of patients.
If you have a family and you want to raise kids in town, for sure this will be the place to raise a family.
Each student has a resident as a mentor, and the student can bounce ideas off them prior to rounds, and really from day one you act as a teacher to a medical student. You assign them patients, you assign them learning topics, you discuss, and in very much of a collaborative fashion work together, not only for their learning but for your enrichment and learning as well.
Everybody works and learns together, and that diversity, I think, adds something to our concept of teamwork.
As a first-year resident, whenever there's a procedure that could possibly be done, I get the calls to go and do it. So I've been able to be a part of several lumbar punctures already, done several intubations, was able to do a needle decompression for a tension pneumothorax. I'd say my favorite thing about Wichita right now is just how much it's changing and how new it's becoming. You can drive 20 minutes one direction and be out in the middle of nowhere where you can ride your four-wheelers and stuff, or 20 minutes in the other direction and be in the heart of a really thick downtown with that cool downtown scene and parades and stuff.
If I were to go to Starbucks with a medical student, my advice to that medical student would be, if you're looking for a program which makes you a better physician and you want a program where you can have fun and enjoy your residency and enjoy your work, I think this program is the right choice for you.